by now we all know what this scam is. It's becoming one of the more common scams. And when it comes to men, again, because they are the primary victims of this scam, let's just be honest. I can't blame some men for being apprehensive about dating and wanting to tap out of having serious girlfriends and marriage when you have things like this happen. So we know the scam. You meet someone who you may find physically attractive, or you like something about this person. They lured you in some type of way in public. Then they go back to your house. Either they'll have a crew follow you until they rob you that day, or the woman will let herself in your house, walk around, get to know you, and in time, then you'll come to understand that she was walking around your house to see what you have because she'd had a crew and planned to rob you all along. Either way it goes, you were always a target. You see, Mammon is a god that gives its followers an insatiable appetite. And some people's incessant need for money is something that they don't care who they hurt in the process. So picture this true story. A 50-something-year-old sugar daddy has him a 22-something-year-old lady. He has a foreign name and may not have been born in the United States, but his lady certainly was. October 2023, because again, this is a true story, she robbed him of $1,800. Okay. And he reported her. You would think that's the end of it, right? Somehow, April 1, 2024, he allows her back in his house and he is now unalived. His finger is severed. And now she has his finger to get into his apps and his Uber stuff to start using it and spending more of his money. Of course, the high-end apartment complex where he lives has outstanding cameras, so it catches her, the other lady, and the other two male accomplices coming in and out with cleaning supplies. When I read that half of the story, I knew then this was something she was planning all along. She had been with this man for a while and probably got into his lavish apartment to steal things. And the reason being is because the article admits that a lot of his high-end electronics have come missing. And that maybe one or more of the people involved have said a lot of that was for weed and booze. Then as we get down to the end of the story, a little bit after this murder or this unaliving, because you know they might get mad at me for using them words, or if it gets canceled, y'all, I'm sorry. Come to find out, she tried this on another man and it backfired. And she had showed up at the man's doorstep and he could see behind her a crew. They had come to rob the man. So this is a business strategy for her, to use her looks and her youth to draw in men. Like a siren. And then drag them to their unaliving. Here's the thing. I get people wanting companionship. We all do. But you must be careful of the doors you walk through. I quit asking myself long time ago because the investigation shows she has a history of setting men up. The difference is this gentleman actually lost his life, the ability to breathe and live amongst us. I still don't get why, if he turned her in for theft of $1,800 in 2023, why he would still, up until April of this year, still have something to do with this woman. It's just weird to me. And so I asked myself for many years. Google has been around for like, I would say 20 something years now plus. Why are people still taking others' words for things instead of conducting Google searches? And it dawned on me. No amount of technology can take away the power of human persuasion, the power of needing that security and that connection. There are just people, okay, that want companionship in their own way. And because that chemistry is there, they get caught in the minutia of the moment. They don't want to research these people, because they've made up in their mind that this person can be trustworthy in a sense that they don't have to do that research. The problem is, at the end of the day, you're still dealing with a stranger you don't know coming back to your apartment. If a person robs you that day and you live, or they unalive you that night, that's what it was. But when for months they had been watching you, watching your place, taking tabs secretly of what you have, that's hard to catch unless you made the responsible move of doing a background check. Background checks are not that expensive to do anymore, and yet we don't want to do them. Why? And with this gentleman in particular, as I've reiterated at least once, he knew that this woman stole from him, but still allowed her around him even after she took $1,800. See, your loneliness is someone else's hustle. I've already made a video about this, and this is just another cautionary tale. Because this happening to men with money is not uncommon. You can want what you want, but you need to practice and be more responsible with what you want. This thing of the kindness of strangers, you got to be careful about it, because not all strangers are kind. Not all are looking for love. Some saw you as nothing more than a way for them to indulge in their maiming all along. Be careful out there.